Thank you for staying with us. In our first story, 5 people have been shot, including the Dakpema Chief, a chief in Tamale. The victims are currently receiving treatment at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. There has been seeming tension in the Tamale metropolis over the past 1 month over who is the chief of Tamale. While the Dakpema says he is the chief of Tamale, the Dakpema also holds himself as the chief of Tamale. Recently, the Yana passed a verdict on who is the chief of Tamale and asked the Dakpema not to hold himself as the chief of Tamale. He also ordered that he stopped beating the talking drum, which is a sign that one is a chief. Speaking to the media, the Northern Regional Crime Officer Superintendent Bernard Baba Ananga said the 5 are currently in stable condition. He said the police are treating the incident as a crime.
Good morning. Today, that is the 7th of March 2022, at about 0555 hours, the command's attention was drawn to a shooting incident at the Dakpema Palace this morning, and that a group of people on a Toyota pickup, white in color, raided the palace, fired indiscriminately, and then the chief was hit. As we speak, 5 people sustained gunshot wounds. The chief was hit himself, and they are currently at the hospital. That's a Tamale Teaching Hospital, undergoing treatment. Police visited them and then found the chief stable, but responding to treatment. And we have also made some deployment of policemen at the chief palace, as well as some protection for those that are injured. That's currently what we have for you. I spoke to the chief, and he indicated that he was shot at. I also saw injury to his stomach and the head. However, he's doing well at the hospital too.
How many people are you on a manhunt for?
For the information that we have, about 15 of them, and on a white Toyota Hilux pickup. So we have 15, and we believe there were others too as well. Maybe the numbers may be higher than that. So we will make sure that we pursue them and get them arrested.
You said as you are about to arrest, how soon is this taking place?
As soon as. Criminals are saying that as soon as they commit the offenses, we need to gather intelligence. We need, as we are picking the pieces. We also, you two will not go and sit down and come and say that come and arrest me. By all means, they will go into hiding. And we will also pick some intelligence about some locations which we deem fit. We will keep it to ourselves. The MedSec as well as ResSec visited the various chief palaces and then spoke to them, and they gave the assurance that they will use the proper channel to address their issues which they themselves have. So this one which came, as you are saying, is being investigated. We are not saying that yes, it came from A to B or whatever. We are pursuing this as a crime. We are not attributing it to anybody yet, as investigations are still ongoing. These are the initial stages, and will come out appropriately.
Let's go to the grounds now. Martina Bugri, our Northern Region correspondent, joins us for more. Martina, can you first describe what's the mood like in Tamale right now?
Currently, what we have some patrol teams moving through the town, especially around the Dakpema from where the incident happened this morning. And we have not just the police, we've also seen the military as well patrolling the area. And so even though there are still seeming tension, but if you move outside the location where the incident happened, the area is normal, I should say.
And how are the injured faring?
We are currently at the Tamale Teaching Hospital where they are on admission, and the PRO just arrived a while ago. He says that he will speak with the medical team and give us the details. But earlier on, when I spoke to the regional crime officer, Superintendent Baba Nanga, he said that they had visited them and they were in stable condition.
So, Martina, can you just explain the source of this conflict?
Welcome. So there have been seeming tension in the metropolis between two chiefs, the Dakpema and the Gupena, over who has the authority to call himself the chief of Tamale. And it's not today this incident has started, or it's today that we are having something like that. It's been held in the past, but on a keynote. But it heightened this month when the Gupena's palace issued a statement that the Yana had directed that the Dakpema stop carrying himself as the chief of Tamale and also stop drumming, especially the talking drum in his palace. And that was, they said, the verdict that the Yana gave. And so he was supposed to have stopped that. But a Friday to the press conference they had held, they said he had drummed, and that means he had violated what the Yana had said. They had given the the Metro Security Council and the security 3 days to evacuate the talking drums, or they themselves would take action. And so as we speak now, the police say they are treating it as a crime, and they are not attributing it to any chieftaincy issue yet.
And have you been speaking to any residents? What have they been saying?
Yes, the residents said that they were, some said they were just in their homes this morning when they saw some men and a pickup arrive, and they came into the compound and shot a motorbike that was in the compound, and that went into flames, and they started shooting indiscriminately. As to what happened and the shooting started, they are unable to tell.
All right, before I let you go, Martina, do you know how many people the police are looking for?
The police said they are looking for 15 people currently.
Okay.
But it's possible that the number could increase because they have intel that there are more than 15 who are involved in this shooting.
All right. That is correspondent Martina Bugri in the Northern region, and she's been giving us an update of what's been happening there about the Chieftaincy Dispute, where we know that 4 people have been shot.